The American government terrorism scam. Most Americans believe the dirt that the American government tells them, but most of what the American government tells their citizens are lies. The American government is the actual terrorist, and the politicians are the devils, the beasts, the monsters, and the malicious masterminds behind the havoc and chaos inside of America and the rest of the planet. The American government is not the United States of America. The American government and the United States of America are two separate entities. The United States of America is based on the United States Constitution, and the American government involves three branches of government: the judicial, the legislative, and the executive branch. And you can say that two out of the three branches of government don't follow the United States Constitution. The judicial branch involves the Supreme Court of the United States, or SCOTUS. The executive branch involves the President of the United States, or POTUS. And the other branch is the legislative branch, which involves Congress, which is the House of Representatives and the Senate. And the fairest and most just out of the three branches of government is the judicial branch, or the Supreme Court of the United States. Whether you like or don't like the decision of the judicial branch of government, the Supreme Court follows the Constitution more than the other branches of government. When it comes to the executive branch and the legislative branch of government, these individuals are mostly terrorists. They are the terrorists behind the terrorism in America and the rest of the planet. They fool the people in America, and these Americans go out there and vote for these terrorists. They fool black people with reparations, and they never give them reparations. And these black people keep voting for them. Even though black people don't have any political power in America, they continue to vote for nothing. Black people are just supposed to help white Democrats or white Republicans in America. And that's their only duty in American politics. Black people do not have a population to have any political voice in America. And they also pay black people to insult other black people and put them on a guilt trip and to tell them, do you know how many black people died for your right to vote? And then they get a white Joe Biden to insult black people and tell them, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and the other terrorists in the White House and the Capitol dropped crack cocaine and other drugs into black communities. And they had Nancy Reagan doing commercials and saying, just say no. These individuals are the political terrorists of America. They have these secret committees and closed door meetings, and the American people don't even know about these secret committees and closed door meetings, which they are involved in. They fool people to get a vote, and they are involved in corruption, insider trading, sexual abuse, racism, religious discrimination, criminal acts, and tortious acts, and their loyalty is to their donors and lobbyists and certain religious groups. This is America, and there ain't no religion in America. Nobody is supposed to get preferential treatment in this country pursuant to their religion or the lack thereof. But to talk about the American terrorism scam, you have to identify what these European people are doing. When they went around conquering the planet with Christopher Columbus and his goons, they just killed your mother, lynched your brother, and raped your sister. But now that they have made these victims hostages and prisoners of war, an integral part of their society or civilization, they have to fool the citizens of their civilization and tell them that the people who are fighting back are terrorists. They already captured, Christianized, and conquered black people, and they are going to say that the man with the other religion, Islam, is a terrorist. These are the people who are still fighting their European Christian terrorists. The European terrorists don't have to do anything to control black people because they already Christianized black people under slavery. And black people are complying and conforming to their European Christian hostage takers. They already got these black people under full mind control. Therefore, they have to justify their terrorism to their citizens. Black people haven't received reparations for hundreds of years of enslavement, murder, rape, religious discrimination, cultural terrorism, and continued psychological terrorism. Then they claim that people are doing things to white people because they are Jewish or of the Judaic Empire, and that's anti-Semitism. But y'all kidnapped black people from Africa and took their religions away from them, and they don't know any of their religions or beliefs systems, and they don't have a religion or belief system to fight for. Now that's anti-Africanism. These are people who are playing victim, and that pretending to be victim technique is used to continue to conquer the planet and implement European terrorism in the hearts of all mankind, as they justify global European control by switching the name of freedom fighters and reclassifying them as terrorists.